Yeah, I got excited. I like the schedule a lot. A lot of primetime games, in those big spots. And I think, with a young team, they're going to elevate to that, and they're going to be excited to play, and obviously open the season up with the Packers. I know we're excited about that opportunity. Yeah, my experience in Kansas City, right, that's unique, that game day atmosphere. So I've had some ideas pop in my head that I've started to share with Kevin. I know he's into it too. So that conversation is starting to pop around. And the other thing too, I think at some point we're going to tap into, our leadership committee, some of our players to see, what do they want to in terms of that game atmosphere. So I think it is important. It does mean something. But, we just started kind of talking about that, and some ideas have popped up. So we'll see what happens. My group and I, we've proven that we're always, investigating options via trade, signing someone that's still available, post free agency. So we don't really stop looking for talent. And, so right now I would just say, we're active looking around, and maybe something will happen here soon. Yeah, I think you got to break it down a little bit. I think, from now until training camp, it's really letting all these new players gel together. And they've done a fantastic job. We have an outstanding turnout in the off-season programs. They're working hard and working with each other, because obviously, there's timing, there's communication. Those things are important. So first is just gel and get to know each other and build that trust. Bruce has done an unbelievable job building some programs where guys are spending time together. So I'm excited about that, and I think that will come together perfectly. And then on the field, I think we just got to start having that expectation of going and winning games, and kind of having, we talk about a championship mindset, walking into a stadium expecting to win and getting it done rather than hoping to win. So that's what I'm looking for. Really want to take that next step as an organization, as a football team, and win more games and start to get that flow going of, again, we walk into stadiums expecting to win.
Can a young team – oh, go ahead.
Just for Justin to continue to develop. He's done a nice job. He looks great right now. He's going to be familiar, with the system, with Luke and the coaching staff and the system. So obviously added, some more protection, some more players. I'm just looking for him to take the next step. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. You talk about it. You got to set the standard of what it takes to win. And then you need it to happen, obviously. So you got to be able to get, that first one and then get that second one and start to have that confidence in the season that you're capable of beating anybody. So I know we're getting there. We've built some of that culture and the mindset piece. Now you got to put it in action and actually win those games. But I do think we've set a standard of how we're going to operate, and that should turn into winning. Yeah, I would say that's true. There's pros and cons of it. Obviously, you get a short week going into it. You get a longer week on the other side. So I think the big thing is, coach and our performance staff are really good at kind of tailoring the schedule and how we're going to practice so that, we have our guys feeling as fresh as they possibly can. But, yeah, you always like a little extra time, especially versus divisional teams, because those wins are going to be big for us. I would say patience. Patience, really think through, have a process of thinking through the challenges that come your way. I talk about it a lot. There's always a gray, right? It's never an easy black or white decision. So just have a process to break those, tough decisions down, and make the absolute most of them in terms of what's best for the organization. The other one's probably delegate. I mean, you're getting hit with so many different things. To stay on track, and the most important parts, you got to delegate to your staff. And thankfully for me, I got a really good staff around me to be able to do that and to really perform and do this job at a high level.